Hey guys, Greg here. I gotta talk fast. I only got 5 minutes. This is the contest for the Digital Gramophone, Jonathan. And it's a top 5 list of your choosing. And this was inspired by the movie by Nick Hornby called High Fidelity, one of my favorite movies about working in a record store with John Cusack and Jack Black. Love that movie. But in that movie, the guys in the store were always talking about their top 5 list of records. So that's the inspiration for this contest. Top 5 of whatever you want. And Jonathan said to be creative. I'm going to be so creative it's going to be a little weird. And, Nick Hornby has another movie about the music business a little bit called About a Boy. Just saw it a couple weeks ago on TV. Check that out. Okay, 5 records. What do they have in common? You get to figure out what they have in common. That's right. This is like a trivia challenge. What do these 5 records have in common? What do the 5 artists have in common? Everyone knows and loves Bob Dylan, great singer-songwriter, folky guy. Everybody knows Bob Dylan. What does he have in common with this guy? Lenny Bruce, one of the most famous and controversial stand-up comics of his time, arrested and convicted of obscenity, major fighter for free speech, and things didn't work out too well for him. Lenny Bruce on the Fantasy Jazz label. What does he have in common with Bob Dylan? What do the 2 of those guys have in common with this strange guy? Stockhausen, one of the most famous avant-garde composers of the 20th century. This is his piano music, just piano, but a lot of his music is very strange orchestration or electronics and synthesizers and weird instruments. Stockhausen, very influential avant-garde 20th century composer. What do those 3 guys have in common with who? I don't even have a record. I don't have a record of the person. But the guy who wrote this very famous movie, Easy Rider, is a guy named Terry Southern. And very famous and influential screenwriter in the 60s and 70s. And this is one of the biggest, most iconic films of the 60s, Easy Rider, with Peter Fonda and Jack Nicholson and Dennis Hopper. But Terry Southern, that's why this is in here. That's 4. Number 5, W.C. Fields, another comedian from the sort of vaudeville era, 1930s. One of the world's most famous curmudgeons, loved wine and whiskey and women, and hated children and dogs very famously. And you can watch all his stuff on YouTube from the 30s mostly. W.C. Fields. So what do those 5 people have in common? Bob Dylan, W.C. Fields, Terry Southern, Stockhausen, Lenny Bruce. This is a trivia challenge. That's right, it's like a contest within a contest. I'm hijacking your contest, Mr. Digital Gramophone. Really. He's got a great channel. Go follow him. He reviews a lot of great records. This is just a simple trivia question, but there will be a prize. And this contest, challenge trivia contest, goes to the end of the year. Stroke of midnight, December 31st, Pacific time. All you have to do is answer the question. What do those 5 people have in common musically? The answer has something to do with music. And I do not want you to put that in the comments of the video. I want you to email me or DM me on Instagram, and I will put those directions and addresses in the comments of this video. The prize is 5 dusty, beat up, scratched up records of my choice from thrift shops. Not really, they won't be that bad. I'll try to take into account what I think your tastes are and send you 5 things that will be appropriate for you. And I have to limit this to continental United States because of the shipping costs. And this is not a major contest. This is just a little fun trivia challenge. If I get more than 10 correct answers, I may give a second prize. We're almost out of time here, guys. This has to be a 30-second video. Tell me what those 5 things have in common. Tell me via email or DM before December 31st. You may win a prize. I got 10 seconds left. Merry Christmas. Congratulations to Digital Gramophone for doing whatever it is you did or do. And signing out of time.